purchase, I'll go on her page and hit her up. Look, did I tag her in the comment? Shout out to Stephen Miller. And educate some of these women that don't know no better. I love you, Mitch. I love you back. But I'm just saying, it devastates your kids even more. It does. It hurts them. And so I don't know. I know that everybody be like, we can't make everything white supremacy, but I just want y'all to realize how the government plays into these things. And then I want y'all to understand how we're conditioned and we play into them too. Because the government is gonna play a lot of these men. And a lot of y'all women gonna end up with that money. And then the question is, are you gonna play these brothers just like the rest of this country do, but steady be screaming, we need our men, steady be screaming, we gotta have black unity between black men and black women? Guess what? Once the government fucked that black man over and it's given to you, sisters, it's now in your hands to do right by that man. Or otherwise, shut the fuck up screaming black unity and black men. And you want black men to look out for you, but you won't even look out for the man you had a baby with. I don't know what the fuck you talking about if you gonna tell me that. Look, somebody said they keeping it. I am keeping it. And there will be a lot of women that will do that. And everybody's situation is different. But at the end of the day, I'm the gavel in his hand. I'm like, why this nigga got a gavel? So I clicked on this shit because I want to know what this dumbass thing doing. So he got the gavel in his hand and he's beating shit. And y'all women gonna end up with that money. And then the question is, are you gonna play these brothers just like the rest of this country do, but steady be doing that shit? You just doing it to be spiteful to that man. And then I would ask you this: and what the fuck did you lay down and have a baby with him? Fuck. If you hate that man that much, why you had a baby with him? Why? I wouldn't want to bring children.
Heck, real life.
To the world with somebody that I hate. This is what I want to know. And Beautiful One said, yes, that is right. And so when you, I just want to say to you, Beautiful One, in all respect, no disrespect at all, just sometimes truth sound disrespectful. So when your children are growing up and they don't have a father that you can call on and you can't send them to their daddy's house and you want to call him a bum ass nigga because he don't have a place to stay or he don't have what he need in life, I want you to know you helped him be a bum ass nigga. And I want you to know that when all that responsibility is on you and you're trying to be this independent woman that's taking care of all your kids and you have no reprieve because you don't have a daddy to help you with your children because he's a bum ass nigga, I just want you to remember that you played a big role in that. So that's what I want you to know. And Beautiful One, she said he does it anyway. Well, let me say this then. If he's somebody that doesn't take care of your kids and he's not in your kids' life at all, and he hasn't never done nothing for them, then that might be a different situation. But obviously, I'm talking about the women out here that's not necessarily the case. So that might be the case for you if he don't never come around and he don't never see his kids and he don't never do nothing for his kids at all. But then I will also say to you as well, why don't he do that? Why doesn't he? Now, I'm not saying that it's all the women's fault because sometimes you got niggas out here who don't do shit for their kids. But I'm just saying, why are y'all bumping heads to where he don't take care of his kids? Do he not want to take care of his kids? Or do y'all beef because he not with you not with him, you don't like his life? Like, how did all of that play out? Like, there's a whole side to every goddamn story. You know, you said kids with an S, correct me if I'm wrong. So if you got kids by him, at some point he was worth having kids with an S by. So if he's not there, I don't know your life, but I would ask you, did you do something that's why he's not there? Because, you know, okay, so it's only one kid. Okay. So, you know, I get you in that one, beautiful one, because there are some men who don't do shit for your kids. You don't never see them goddamn kids. So yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. You have to obviously have a rapport and a relationship with your child's father in order for you to, like I said, you got to be cool with him for him to be able to call you and say, can I borrow some gas money to get to work? You got to be cool with him to be able to call him up and say, come get your kids. So if you don't have those relationships with the people that you've had children with, then that's a whole nother story. But those are not the people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the brothers that's out here that women know goddamn well they finna take all that goddamn money, and they know damn well they gonna call him a piece of shit. They gonna say he not doing enough for his kids. There are plenty of brothers out here who don't get to see their kids and participate in their kids' life whatsoever unless you're giving them child support. So I'm speaking to those women, right? I know women right now who would tell you you can't see your child because you ain't paying me child support. Like, that's fucked up. Kids are not a paycheck. They're not. They're not. They're not. Let me tell you something. If I told my kids you couldn't see your motherfucking daddy because he ain't gave me no money, it would break their heart. I love my kids. And they love their daddy. Their daddy could be broke as fuck and be like, I can't take my kid. Let me tell you something. I done gave their daddy money and be like, here. They want to go to Dave & Buster's, and I don't know if you have the money for Dave & Buster's. I ain't gonna bust up in your pockets like that, but I do, and I don't want to go, and they want to see you. So you go $200, and you take these kids to Dave & Buster's. I will give you the money. I will buy you groceries. Come get these motherfucking kids. No, see, beautiful one. She said, "Okay, make that clear. I thought you were shaming women, but no, that you didn't think I was shaming women." Let me tell you what happened. You started relaying your situation to me speaking on a general topic, and you made it personal to you when there was nothing that I said that you should have taken it personal to you. Because I also said that if these kids' fathers is in their lives and you just taking money from them, this is not right. This is not fair. I also gave the analogy of about how the mother took the money from us, but we had just bought that boy $700 worth of school uniforms, which means we were in that child's life. His father is there for him. So these are the women I'm talking about. I'm not asking you to go find a nigga that you had a baby by and you ain't talked to him in 5 years and he ain't never talked to your kid don't know their daddy. I'm not talking about those men. And what I said, I was in no way did I convey that in what I said. What happens is we get wrapped up in our emotions. And people tend to take their story and equate what I'm saying to them when I know nothing about your story personally. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about people who fit those shoes that I'm talking about. So if he's not around, he's not never doing anything for kids, that's a whole nother scenario. That's a whole nother scenario, right? He never done nothing for his kids. That's why he bought all of this back pay and stuff. Then that's a whole nother scenario. But let me tell you this, whether that's the case or not, I'm going to tell you straight up, I think that it's wrong for them to take this stipend for child support, period. I don't give a fuck what anybody's situation is. I don't. We are in a state of emergency. We are dealing with a pandemic right now, right? So understand that our country is in a situation where we are dealing with something that we don't deal with on a regular basis. And people need money because of the situation that they are in right now, right? And so because of that, they are getting this money to all people who have went to work and they have still worked and they need this money to keep the economy going, but to also keep their lives going. And I just find it really fucked up, whether y'all sisters want to receive it or not, that they are overlooking student loans. So you don't have to worry about student loans taking your money right now because this stipend is for everybody, right? She said most women are most times in a situation. I don't know what you mean. If you mean like most women are like you, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. I see a gang of motherfucking women, black women in the community who do that dumb shit. That's not true. There are not more women, I believe, that are out here that have a bunch of men who don't give a fuck about their kids. I don't believe that. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's what you convince yourself because he don't give a fuck about you. And I'm not saying you personally, sis. I'm saying sisters be like, they don't give a fuck about me. And that equates to you not giving a fuck about your kids. Then let's be real. Let's be real. But like I said, if the government is not going to take this stipend check and they're going to take it away for back taxes or child or student loans, they shouldn't take it away for anything. This check should be able to be given to you and it should not be touched by anybody at all. It should come to you for this reason. We are in a pandemic happening right now. You should not be keeping checks. Let me tell you something about the government, but that's what it comes down to. Let me tell you something if you didn't know this. These are the way that they put in laws to keep people down. And ultimately, if we would take ourselves, sisters, out of a position, stop taking it personal, look at the bigger picture. This fucking rule has been enacted to once again bring black men to a level that the government not doing shit for you. Because this rule is going to affect more black men than anybody. So if we understand that if you don't catch coronavirus or not, we've already talked a lot around here about the fact that Black people are going to suffer from this more than anybody else when this is over, because of the small Black businesses that we have. If they was trying to get somewhere, guess what? The coronavirus just took your ass out. You're not going to have a business anymore. For people who had jobs, that have low budget paying jobs that don't offer any insurance, don't have to guarantee get them back. Do you know how many Black people after this thing is over are going to have to go search for new work? And they're going to be in the unemployment line much longer than anybody else when they come out of this. You know, you got other races of people who have jobs who are on a furlough. So that means you still got a job, bro. And when it's all said and done, you can come back. Just right now, you can't work. And the government is going to give them unemployment during that time. Do you know how many Black men don't have those type of professional jobs? So therefore, we're going to be the most devastated. So all I'm saying is give these brothers they motherfucking stipend checks. That should not affect it right now. We're in a certain situation that this shouldn't be bothered. But this is the same thing as when you go to college. How many of y'all know this? How many of you know this? Shout out to you, Super Koku Jen. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I guess that's on another level. I mean, we have a lot of issues when it comes to the relationships that we have with the people we have kids with. Right? But understand this. How many of y'all know this? How many of y'all know this? That if you go to apply for financial aid, do you know that you're eligible for financial aid except for one kind of crime? What do y'all know what kind of crime it is? You could rape a motherfucker, and if you serve your time, you can get financial aid to go to college and better your education and get a better job, right?
Whoa.
Yes, Rena, drugs.
Wake up.
Drugs. So I want y'all to think about the thought process behind that. Now, drugs is a job that is a crime that people do because they don't have jobs. Drug dealing is usually a product of poverty. Okay, so wouldn't it make sense? And most people that are in jail are behind drug selling. Most Black people, that's what they're in jail for. So if you get out of jail and you say, I don't want to sell drugs anymore, so I'm going to go to college to get a better education, to get a better job, when it doesn't really always work like that, but this is what you want to do, you know that you can't get financial aid, so they lock you out of a better education because you sold drugs. Well, matter of fact, because you sold drugs, you should actually be able to get some financial aid so you can get a better job, so they don't have to worry about you selling drugs anymore. Hello. So you can rape somebody, you can murder somebody, you can molest somebody, you can rob a bank, you can do all kind of shit. You can do anything but sell drugs, and we will still give you financial aid as long as you have served your time. So I want you to think about that. This is no different than that.
Hello.
No, it's not. It's not felonies, period. No, I have a felony. I have financial aid. I've had a felony since I was 19 years old. And I owe right now $15,000 in student loans still. I owe like $25,000. I paid the shit down $10,000. You know what I'm saying? And they keep tacking on interest and shit in this motherfucker. I just defer it. Fuck y'all. I pay y'all when I feel like it. I ain't paying no motherfucking student loan, whatever. No, it's not every felony. It's just drug felonies. I have my charge is grand larceny theft. And they gave me plenty of financial aid. I can go back right now and get more financial aid. So no, it's not all felonies. It is just drug felonies. And on the application, go and look it up if you think I'm lying. If you go to the federal application online, it will say to you in areas where you fill it out, it will say you are barred from receiving this, and they will tell you for what reasons. And if you have a felony for drug crimes, it is under there. So I want you to think about that. So here it is. You have a nation of people. You tell them to go to school to better themselves. The government will give you financial aid no matter what your credit is so that you can go to school and better yourself. But somehow they find a way to keep Black people out. Now, they won't say Black people because, of course, can white people and other people commit drug crimes? Absolutely. But when you look at the numbers of statistics, Black people are overwhelmingly in jail for drug crimes and selling drugs more than anybody else. Not murder. So get that straight too. They're not in there for murder. They're not in there for raping, even though we want to make Black men the face of sexual assaulters. It's not that. We want to talk about Black on Black crime and all the murders we see. Majority of the people in prison that are Black are in there for drug crimes. So when you look at the statistics, if you want to be the government and you want to hold Black people back, you say, So let's not give financial aid to people who do these kind of crimes. And we know, looking at the statistics, this is going to hold more Black people back than anything. And anybody else who's not Black, white folks who get caught up in that, that's
shimmy your hall.
Arsenio Hall.
Casualty of war. This country, and they don't give a fuck if you're a dumb enough white person to not use your white privilege to get to where the fuck you need to be, to where you get into these situations, then you want to live in a ghetto with black people, then you're just a stupid motherfucker. You didn't know how to use your white privilege to get the fuck up out of it. So therefore you're a casualty of war. They don't care about those that get caught up in that, but they know majority of that. Now, just like this law, you don't think they're gonna be white men who ain't gonna get their check? Absolutely. Mexican men ain't gonna get their check, Asians, everybody on some child support. But who is the majority of people that are going to be affected by this law? Right? Check this out. It's for black child support. So even if you look at the numbers, you're going to see that more white men owe child support. I looked up the statistics, right? Workshop said you should be less racist. You should be less awoke on my motherfucking live and be asleep. Been talking to me right now. What the fuck you talking about? I should be less racist. I just gave you a whole bunch of fucking facts and you called me racist. Wow. You're a white guy, aren't you? I'm racist because I just stated facts that you can go look up right the fuck now. I'm racist because I told you statistics say that black people are the ones that can't benefit from that law. That law is a fact. Those statistics are a fact. What the fuck are you talking about, white boy? Be less racist. Well, who am I being racist against? Because if you don't know, white boy, I got a white daddy. Well, he did, so I don't got him right now. I mean, he gone. So if I say something racist, who I'm being racist to? White people or black people? Which one? I'm both. So please explain this. Now look at this though. So when you look at the statistics, there are white men who owe more or who are on child support more than black men. Okay, but just because they're on child support, let's learn to listen to words and let's break shit down to the very last compound. So they're keeping the check for men who owe back child support. Now, of course, you're going to see more white men, more white anything, because there are more white people in this population. So you're going to see more whites. But when you look at the ratio compared to the population, the numbers are much bigger in the black community than the white community when you look at the numbers, right? So what I'm saying is, like, you can't have 5,000 white people and say, oh, 100 of those white people or 300 of those white people do this and do that, and only 100 black people do it. See, white people do it more. But what they tell you is it's not 5,000 black people, it's 5,000 white people, but it's only 300 black people, and out of 100 of them, they're in that position. But 300 white people are in that position. When you look at the ratio compared to the number of groups, there is a higher rate for black people, okay? So we need to understand numbers and statistics and what they mean when people say that stuff. So understand this. Many of those white men that are on, when you look up the statistics, that are on child support are probably not behind on child support as much as black men. See, these are the things that we don't think about, but the government does when they break this shit down. So understand, a lot more of those white men are also have more productive jobs. They have more careers. They own businesses. So they're not behind. If you're not behind, we're not taking your check. The black men are more behind because you find that black men can't get jobs based on felonies. They can't get education to do shit like that. You can't get no motherfucking loans from the bank. Shout out to you, big YouTuber. Right, but they ain't anybody. They spending 1 to 6 trillion, but no reparations. That's how you know that they can give us reparations. They just don't give a fuck about us. This stimulus package, if they could come up with this to help the country like that, they could have come up with this to give black people reparations in this new upcoming election. But people don't want to talk about that shit because they act like they don't got the funds. They got the funds. They just don't give a fuck about black people. But understand, black men are going to be more affected by this if you understand the numbers. So please don't nobody go be so smart, you dumb, and go look up the statistics and be like, well, more white men are on child support than that. No, I need you to look at the whole picture, you stupid motherfuckers, and I need you to look at the ratio of people to understand what's going on here. At a higher rate, black men are on child support because we're a much larger part of the population, and black men do not have as many opportunities as white men. So the key word is here. They're taking the money from men who owe back child support. You're going to find that number being larger with black men than with white men, because even though white men are on child support at a higher rate because it's more of them in this country, their population is bigger, a lot of them are not behind as black men are because they have financial stability, something that black people struggle to obtain in this country all the time for reasons like this. So this is going to affect black men. And this is the thing. I'm going to need sisters like the sister earlier. Step out of your situation and stop being so emotional. If it doesn't fit you, fine. I'm not asking you to look up a man you ain't seen in 5 years to give him some money back when he ain't been around and he ain't bought nothing for your kids. But I am telling you, sisters, to stop tripping. The sisters who you know where your baby daddy is at, but you don't let him see the baby because he ain't gave you no money this week. But the real truth is, it's not that he ain't gave you no money this week. It's because he got a new woman and it's not you. So now you don't want the baby to be around him because you're upset about that. I'm talking to those women, right? That you would love to get that money and then see your baby daddy money come through because you want to see him be evicted. You want to see him lose his place because if he's not with you, you want to see him on the streets. Fuck him in that bitch. Tell that bitch to take care of him. I'm talking to those women. I'm talking to those women that don't let their kids go nowhere unless you give them a check. I'm talking to those women that say, you can't come get your son if you got my son around another girl. Bitch, we ain't together. I done moved on. This is my woman. What the fuck you mean? Right? I'm talking about those women. I'm talking about those women that every time you send your child to your baby father house after he done begged to see that baby for so long, you make sure you send him in the raggedy clothes, and every time the daddy send him, you don't ever send the clothes back because you're like, well, he need to go buy him new shit. I'm talking about those women who talk about your child all day long in front of him and say your daddy ain't shit, or you look like your daddy, or your motherfucking daddy get on my nerves. Like, what? I told my son the other day, I was like, you look just like your dad. And he started to look sad, and I said, why is you looking like that? He was like, I don't know. My daddy old. And I had to have a conversation with him. And it was funny because I don't go around telling him something wrong with his daddy, but for him to think like that, I wonder where that shit came from. But you know how many of y'all actually put that shit in their kids? That I had to have a talk with my son. And even though I'm not with his daddy no more, I was like, honey, that is your daddy. You're supposed to look like your daddy. I was like, he look old because he's old. And when you get old, you probably gonna look like him too. But ain't nothing wrong with that. You look like your daddy because that's your daddy. You're so handsome. You think I would be with your daddy if he was ugly? Your daddy's not an ugly man just because we're not together. But you look just like him, and you are so handsome, just like your daddy was handsome. Like, I don't want this nigga, but for God forbid, I'm gonna let my son sit around here thinking he ugly. If I say his daddy ugly, he look like his daddy, that means he ugly too. Come on, y'all. Them is the women that I'm talking to. Shout out to you, Mark Rogers. So I'm just saying, I'm talking to those sisters who would love to take that check, see that check so that they can put their kid's father out. They want to see you hurting. They want to see you on the streets because it's really not about you not being a good father. It's about the fact that they want revenge because you broke their heart. And because of that, they're going to use the one thing they know you love, which is your child, to break your heart and break your life and break your spirit. Because if they can't be with you, they don't want you to have shit with nobody else. And in the long run, all you do is hurt your children, right? So this is the women that I'm talking to. I know that we go through a lot, but I'm just saying you can't watch Mechee and talk about black unity with black men and black women, and then for us as black women, even if you have an issue with your specific baby daddy, you got to step out your own shoes and be like, in the bigger picture, I'm gonna need y'all black women to see that this is fucked up for black men. A lot of y'all seeing this, and shout out to you, Ja. Thank you for that. Ja, did I say it wrong? Say it right. I'm just saying that a lot of us sisters, we do think that way. You know, and y'all will see y'all will see this article and y'all will be like, so what? Fuck them niggas. No, that's not how you think. If you care about black people and our unity and us getting together, y'all cannot keep screaming, our men don't support us, our men are not there for the babies, they don't protect us, they don't do this, they don't do that. And then when you see the government doing some shit to fuck over black men in a bigger picture, not just your small situation, sisters, but in the bigger picture of things, if you can't see how this is destroying black men and this is fucked up to them and how it's going to hurt them, and you don't have a problem with that, then you should probably check yourself about what you think about unity between black men and black women, and maybe you might be part of the problem, sis. I'm just saying. Shout out to you, Moses. Thank you for that. First time listening. Well, I hope you come back. I hope I didn't cuss too much and, run you off. But if I did, oh well. I don't know what to tell you. But thank you for the time. Thank you for coming over here. Look. So this is all I'm talking about. Right? This is some fucked up shit. And like I said, I know that we're not all cut from that same cloth. But I would say to the sisters who understand why I sit and what I say, help them brothers out. Learn how to be friends with your child's father. Learn how to be parents. No matter what, y'all always gonna be together. And I don't know what to tell y'all sisters, because I feel sorry for y'all in the sense that you don't have another parent for your kids that's not you. Like, I love that I can call up they daddy and be like, come get them. When you want me to bring them back, shit, them your kids. Whenever you want, if you need, you gonna keep them for a while. Let me give you some grocery money. I will give you grocery money in a minute. You gonna keep them for 2 weeks? They gonna $500, but don't you bring these motherfuckers back before these 2 weeks is up. I don't care what nobody say. And y'all in quarantine, man. Stop playing. Y'all in the house with these kids all day long. They ain't got no school or nothing. It's nice to see your kids away to their daddy. To a parent that you know love them, gonna take care of them. You ain't got to worry about what's going on unless you stressing yourself out. Now, see, when my kids go to their daddy house, there's another woman over there. But I ain't stressing because I don't get no fuck. This is my only question. She good to you? Yes, Mom, she is. Shout out to you, the Swoovies. Look, you done missed a lot. You just got here. Right? She love my kids. She cook for them. She treat them good. If they act up in her house, she might fuss at them. That's normal parent shit, right? My kids got 2 mamas. They don't got 2 daddies because I don't got no man yet. And even though I be dating, you can't meet my kids. If you meet my kids, that means I'm contemplating whether you ask me to be your wife or not. I'm thinking about it. You don't get to meet my motherfucking kids. I swear to God, my kids have not seen me with another man since I left their daddy. But when I do have a man in my life, that's going to be a second parent for them. And so if you let go of that hurt that you have, my kids are blessed. They have 2 women that love them. They will have 2.
Sphere, field, orbit, firmament, heavens. Well, we know the definition of sector. Can we stop